Hi, my name is Mitch, and for today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this cute wrap top from scratch. I initially wanted to make this into a dress, but I'm not much of a dress wearer, so I decided to make it into a blouse instead. This video will have two parts. The first one is the making of the pattern out of an existing shirt, and the second part is the cutting and assembly of the dress. So, let's get started.
So the first thing I did is trace a good fitting shirt onto a pattern paper and folding it diagonally as shown. You can go ahead and trace it directly onto your fabric, but I'm using a pattern paper here so I can save it for my future projects. For the back, I'm folding my shirt in half since we will be cutting our fabric on a fold. Also, make sure that the length of your front and back pieces are the same so you will have less adjustments later. For my pattern, the side length is about 23 centimeters. Don't forget to properly label the pattern to avoid confusion. Now for the sleeve. Make sure to have enough room on your paper for the front and back part. Here I am just flipping my shirt over to the other side for the back portion of the sleeve. And now for our last pattern, the skirt. For this one, I follow this simple guide on how to make an A-line skirt. So basically, all you need is your waistline measurement, then refer to this table for the first radius of the pattern. Now for the second radius, this will determine the length of your skirt. For me, I made it a bit longer at first since as I explained earlier, I initially planned to make a dress, but go ahead and customize. So now we end up with this quarter circle, which we will be cutting into two pieces. One will be for the back pattern, and the other half will be for the front of the skirt. I'm also cutting a curved edge for the front skirt pattern. Now let's start cutting some fabric. For the top and front part, I'm laying two pieces of fabric together of opposite prints to end up with two mirror pieces. Also, don't forget to add seam allowance before cutting. For the back, I'm folding my fabric and laying it flat. Again, don't forget your seam allowance. And now back to the sleeves. I decided to make it flowy, so I cut my pattern to remove the part where the sleeves are supposed to be sewn together. I'm not sure if I explained it correctly, but you can just refer to the video to get what I mean. Okay, so back to cutting our fabric. We will need two mirror pieces for the sleeves. I'm also labeling the pieces so I'll not get confused later during the actual sewing. And now for the skirt. We will need one piece for the back and two mirror pieces for the front. And finally, it's time to sew. Lay your top pieces right sides together and sew along the sides and shoulder line. I also left around 2 centimeters on the neckline for the hem. I used two stitches, a straight stitch and a decorative stitch since I don't have a serger. For the skirt, lay your pieces right sides together and sew along the sides. And now it's time to connect the top and the skirt. I know I keep saying skirt, but what I really mean is the bottom part of the blouse. But I haven't really cut the fabric yet, so technically it's still a skirt. Make sure the side seams of your top and skirt are perfectly aligned for a cleaner look. My top and back piece was a bit longer than the back skirt, so I had to make a fold on the top to match the side seams. And now let's sew the top and skirt together. For the sleeves, lay your top wrong sides out and pin your sleeves in place. And make sure you're pinning the correct sides. Leave about 2 centimeters on both ends for the seams of the sleeves. Now, fold the end of the sleeves twice and sew it in place. Then let's proceed to close the hem on our sleeves by folding it twice. And now you may adjust your dress to your desired length before hemming the rest of it. I also hemmed the neckline and the top part after cutting. Let's make our ribbon. You may refer to the details on the screen for the measurement. Now fold your ribbon in half and iron it in place. Then fold the edges to the center and iron it in place. Before sewing, fold the edge inwards for a cleaner look. Sew the ribbon 35 centimeters from the edge to your front-facing piece and continue to hem the bottom part of the dress. I also hand sewn a hook and bar closure on the inner part which I was not able to capture. And we are done! I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you next time. Bye!